All right, here we are downtown Dallas. We're investigating the JFK assassination, Dealy Plaza, all that good stuff. This is actually Dealy Plaza marker right here, birthplace of Dallas.
We can get a bird's eye view over here if you want to walk over here.
Yeah, we're gonna. There's so much to take in right here, right now, but we're gonna muddle through all this. Oh, hold on. What? Elm Place, Elm Street, very famous. Lots of tourists, even some homeless. This is the train track that he drove under on his way to his demise. So that's Elm Street right there, but this is the route that they took. And we're gonna kind of sort of walk the route, I do believe. Where's the grassy knoll? Nobody really knows.
So there's the grassy knoll right there.
So, oh, this is the grassy knoll right here.
Side, yeah.
I think I see a shooter.
See that round thing to the left? I think that's where Zapruder stood when he took his film.
Okay, so...
And then the fence behind it is where supposedly the shooter was.
Okay.
And they had a rail yard workers, and they saw a lot of activity up there, but there's a lot of people because the president was coming.
But John, there was only one shooter. What are you talking about?
I'm not convinced fully that there wasn't just one, but I mean, there's a lot of holes in the the magic bullet theory.
Oh yeah, it just goes on and on. It's a question that will maybe never ever be answered truly.
See, the X marks the spot is where it got shot in the head.
Oh, are you serious?
Kill shot, yeah. It's like right in front of that. The Zapruder filmed it. It was right in front of that. He was
I don't know if that X can be seen. It's kind of faded because of traffic, but there is an X mark in the road signifying the actual kill shot. I wasn't aware that it was. I wasn't aware that it was actually a downhill. Well, there's another X right here. Let me pan over.
The first shot happened.
Okay, that would be the first shot. Very interesting that they marked these spots on the road like that.
I think that's what that is.
It's a little morbid, kind of, sort of, but I mean, it's significant places.
So that's the book depository boy over there.
Yeah.
And the book.
See that X on the road right there? Yeah. That's where the first shot hit, and there's X over here. That shot.
All that topography is familiar.
It just looks smaller than it does in the movies and stuff.
Well, and it's a downhill grade,
yeah.
Whereas I thought it was flat.
Yeah, I always knew it was downhill.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, but I didn't know that turn into Parkland Hospital looks much bigger than it does on the film. But that's on the road to Parkland Hospital. I don't know how far away it was, but it is.
So over across the street over there are where the eyewitnesses were, right?
Yeah, that's called the grassy knoll. And then the fence, see the fence?
Yeah.
Not the white fence, but the wood fence behind it is where the other shooters supposedly were.
Okay.
They say shooters were.
I appreciate the commentary.
I know. He was doing your audio for your video.
How I see it now. It's mine. So we've got to look and see if it's...
Well, I don't think you're the only one that feels this way or has these ideals, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I think multitudes of people are the same way about this subject.
they still haven't really released it. I think they have the documents to prove. Everybody just wants to know if the CIA was involved.
Right.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And they have to, if they did, they have the documents to show that they were involved, that they're not bringing them out.
Well, I mean,
They're still covering something up.
and that sets the standard for what we're all
Yeah.
imagining
It
that
has for years.
that our
Who-
government.
our leadership,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah.
We're being ruled.
We're not so much different than the rest of the world.
Right. Yeah. We're not as free as we think. I mean, it answers a lot of questions. If these
It raises it.
and it raises a lot of questions.
There's not as much truth as you think there should be.
Right. And you know that will change the American society in the wink of an eye. Right.
Well,
And that's what they're afraid of.
Yes, that's
Okay.
what they don't know. How will they change me? You know,
Well,
could start a revolution, man.
we're going to start saying no. I don't think I'm going to follow your rules. Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna reintroduce new rules, and you're gonna follow those rules.
And then they're going to say, well, we're going to have COVID again, but a little twist on it.
Right. Exactly. Right.
Yep.
They're photographing the
Yeah.
X.
So this is all very interesting to me in particular, and to everybody here. Obviously, everybody else that's here too. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't of interest to us. You know. So I mean, I could keep this rolling. This little film
Oh, yeah.
right here, I could just keep it going and
We're
going
gonna
and
have
going.
to check your memory.
Yeah, exactly.
hey,
So,
let's
but we're going to move
around.
on, so I'm going to pause recording here.
Closer.